So welcome to the LIS Live Lounge. I'm now joined here today with Steve Cox from Boswell Insurance Brokers. Steve, we have worked together for a very, very long time.
Very long.
And I believe, Alan Boswell has actually done every single one of our shows that we have ever done. So
yeah, I remember the first time we met in Croydon,
yes,
just before the first one was coming on, and that was a few years ago.
It was. I had this crazy mad idea,
You did.
And here we are 11 years later down the line. So yeah, so it's always a pleasure to have you guys. Obviously been at the Manchester show today. It's been a really buzzy show actually from start to finish, and it's now kind of time is ticking and everyone's going to look to be going. But I just wanted to obviously sit down with you for a couple of minutes, and it's coming up to that time of year again. Possible floodings, landlord insurance issues, weather issues. So it's a good time now to sort of catch you to get a little bit of advice for our viewers. So I have prepared some questions that I thought might help with landlords, and obviously a little bit about getting in touch with you for, Alan Boswell. So what are the most important points to remember really regarding landlords and property owners' insurances, Steve?
So it's mainly the differences between landlord insurance and household insurance. With a landlord insurance, you must ensure that you've got loss of rent cover following an insured claim. So if the property's empty following a claim, you must have loss of rent cover or alternative accommodation whilst the property is being reinstated following the claim. Also, liability insurance. So if someone injures themselves in the property, trips over a carpet or something, or tile falls from the roof and hits somebody down below, make sure you've got liability cover in place as well. It's just a just a generic policy, so covering buildings cover, contents, which includes the fire, storm, flood, malicious damage, accidental damage. Malicious damage caused by a tenant is another. It's an important one.
Yeah.
But yeah, liability insurance is an aspect of the policy where we're seeing a lot of claims at the moment.
Yeah, and I guess some people can maybe get a little bit lost in that, thinking they've got insurance in place, but it might not be the right insurance.
Not every policy is the same. Not every policy is the same. They're all different. Some will include malicious damage by a tenant, as I say. Some will exclude it. Some will include it, but with a limit. Some will have a higher excess. So it's just various things that you need to keep an eye on your insurances, and
Yeah, absolutely. So is there an issue with sort of building reinstatement costs?
Yes, there is at the moment. It's quite a huge issue in the insurance world, in that I think there was a report come out not too long ago where it said that 70% of buildings in the UK are underinsured, which is a huge number.
Yeah, massive.
It's a huge number. So that can have implications in the event of a claim. So if you're underinsured, say, I'll just use simple figures, Tracey, just for my purposes, really. If you've got a property insured for 100,000, say, for example, and it should have been insured for 150,000, insurers might use what's called the average clause. So you've effectively only insured for 2/3 of your property. If you come to make a claim for something for £15,000, say, for example, you would only receive £10,000 back as a result of the claim. So you've only insured for 2/3 of the property, you'll only get 2/3 of your claim back. So it's just vitally important that you keep up to date with your reinstatement costs.
Yeah.
Various ways to do that. There's the BCIS website, or RICS website. Mortgage valuations will always say, survey reports will always say how much to insure your building for. So
so make sure you get that right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And thirdly, really, how is the renters reform bill, going to impact landlords' insurance?
Yeah, well, as you say, it's all a little bit up in the air at the moment, but there's two aspects to it which we think are going to be a bit of an issue, in that pet insurance. Obviously, they're saying that everyone needs, or tenants need, pet insurance. Not sure how they're going to police that. As such, it could be that someone takes the policy out on day one and then cancels it on the second day when they move in. So it's just something that needs to be looked into, and we're trying to build in pet insurance in with our insurance policies as well under the building. So if something does happen, if the tenant's pets do cause damage, potentially it can be covered under the building's insurance. So it's just something, as I say, we're we're looking into it, and we'll let you know as and when anything comes of it.
Yeah.
The only other thing is the rent guarantee insurance. I think rent guarantee is going to be a huge.
I was just going to actually touch on rent guarantee insurance.
Yeah, that's going to be
what's happening there at the moment.
A lot of people are going to be having or are going to be purchasing that in the not too distant future, because trying to get rid of tenants is going to be hard. Things are going to get tougher. So rent guarantee insurance is just something to.
So is there a particular package that you guys, or any offers at the moment for landlords with a rent guarantee side?
We always combine legal expenses and rent guarantee together. So the legal expenses will help you evict your tenant. The rent guarantee will cover the lost rent whilst the tenant is in situ and not paying their rent. So it's a package that comes together. So if you need anything, please just get in touch, and more than happy to
Amazing.
Look at the quotes.
Brilliant, Steve. Well, that's some good top tips there. A good little insight into what's going on with the insurance side of things at the moment. And guys, if there's anything or any information that you need, please do also feel free to go to the Alan Boswell website, which Steve is
www.alanboswell.com.
Perfect. All right. Thanks ever so much, Steve.
Lovely.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.